Well, welcome. I still haven't got stuff out of here, so I can't really start working because I can't find nothing. But came to my other stream today that they were talking about propellers. So I dug out a box of props that I got. Now this is the propeller here. You ever seen one like this? I would not use this. This is a hand carved acrylic prop, display only. Pretty, really pretty. We're going to talk carbon versus wood. These are carbon. Got a few carbon props. Here's a 14.6 rev up. I didn't realize I even had that. Here's a gem 11.5 EW. Super hard to come by. We'll look through the specialty props first. Looking for these are good paint stirrers. This is a BY&O. For the life of me, I don't understand why Brodak didn't pick up the rev up line. He went to these stupid things, BY&Os. Get these lines out of here. Now this is a beautiful prop. They just don't pull like a rev up. I believe the magic's in the wood on these. This is a Vox propeller. High-end propeller is what it says right on it, high-end. But it's beautifully done. We're going to talk how the propeller works and why it works. Let's see here. Here's a 12.5 wide. The 12.5 wide will work on a Super Tiger 60, but it doesn't pull as good as a 13.6. Now, 13.6s are by far the best propeller for Super Tiger 60, in my opinion. Here's a 13.6. This is a BY&O, been reworked. Trying to copy. This is a 12.5. Trying to copy the rev up, so we shaped it into a rev up blade, but the hub is thicker and wider, so it's heavier. Got these propellers to make molds. These are I can't remember what the heck these were. Doesn't much matter. Now here's a Turnigy 12.6 3-blade. Now this has been pinned at the hub. This would be kind of scary. This would be pretty scary to me. What's your favorite propeller? Where's all my damn 13.6s? Here's another 14.6. An 11.6 EW. Another big EW prop. 11.4, no good. Here's a 10.6. I had this on, what the hell airplane did I have that on? I think I had that on a Viper. Another one of those 3-blade pinned props. Another 11.6 EW. Where are all my 13.6s? Here's another 13.6. Getting crappy. I need to sort them out. I think this is this a 13? No, it's a 12. Yeah, another one of those club propeller. Oh, this is a Bali 13.6. These work pretty good on a Super Tiger 60. However, why do I like the rev ups? The magic is in the wood. I believe there's a trick to the flex of the beech wood. And this Bali probably needs to be thinned out some. It's pretty stiff. And it's a lot heavier than this prop. This prop here is under an ounce, and this prop here is over an ounce. Pretty close to the same shapes. The THP true helical pitch. What does it mean, 6 pitch? That means for every revolution of the propeller, the forward motion would be 6 inches. So if you want to slow it down, you put a 5 on it. It's the gearing of your airplane. Here's my canopy mold for Thunderbolt. I'm wondering where all my damn 13.6s are. Here's another 13.6. That's a 14.5. Been cut down. This prop here came from Tom Warden. He reworked a bunch of props for me. I think I got another box over there underneath the bench. Another 11.6 EW. There's another 13.6. So we got a few in this box. And things are like gold. Here's 11.4 rev up. These are drone propellers. 11.6. I need to put them on a stick is what I need. Here's a 12.5 rev up. This is another drone propeller. 11.4. 11.4. 11.4, so there's 3 11.4s. If you guys are looking for any of these oddball props, let me know. (11.4), 10.6. This 10.6 here has been, I don't know, redesigned. I like the EWs. 11.5. These 11.5s, 11.4s work real good on Super Tiger 46s. I wish I could find my 14.5 club from Bali. I don't know where the hell that is. It's on my Thunderbolt. 11.6, 11.7.5. This must be cut down. I have to get a tape measure and measure it. wants to rework this one. Nope, it's 11. What did I just do with that prop? 11, 7.5. Where did it go? Where did I set it, guys? $11.6. Where did I set that? That's how bad my memory's getting. Can't tell you where I set something from minute to minute. There it is. Now that's deceiving. This is an 11.6. This is marked 11, 7.5. However, it measures 11.5 inches. That is oddball. Really strange. Here's another prop work by Tom Moore, an 11.6.5. He wrote on these props 11.4, 11.6, 11.4, 10.5 and a 10.5.4. This would be a good prop for a weak motor. Hey, Rico. Have I tried Zor propellers? Yep, I have. They're not as good as a rev up. I don't think there's any prop as good as a rev up, to be honest with you. You know, rev up is not made to be a piped propeller. It's made to be a grunt propeller. And they really produce. So these are the 11s. We'll separate them out a little bit. Okay. This is a rev up THP. It's a 4-cycle propeller. However, there's no difference between this and a regular rev up. So a lot of people say, well, you can't use this. Yeah, you can. It's 13.6, 11.6, 11.4, 11.5 wide. I need to separate them all out. And of course, I got I got more props in that box there that aren't even open. Brand new jobbers. Now, back when I was messing with Super Tiger 35s, we ran 8.8 torpedoes. You used to have to boil them to keep them from throwing the blade off. This is an 8.8. What the hell's the name of that prop? APC. This is, let me see here. 9.7. These are combat props. $9.8. And of course, I got the electric props. 13.65. I don't care what anybody says. These don't work on Super Tigers. I've tried them. It just does not work. Okay, we got a bar. Let's put the 11, all the 11s on this. Well, I don't have anything to hold them. So I need to get some all thread tomorrow. Start separating these props. Now, do you guys know how to pitch these propellers, or to read the pitch in these propellers? I can't find my balancer, so we're not even going to go into that. Okay. When you get a propeller, the first thing you want to do is get one of these tools here. This is a Jim Lee machine tool. This is for a 5/16 hub. So let's see, is this 5? No, that's quarter. I know I probably got a 5/16 hub here somewhere. There we go. So you put that in there like so. And you put this on the tip. And you turn it around to the other side. Make sure the blades are the same length. That's the first thing you want to do. And if it's not the same length, adjust a longer blade. Yeah, I got 2 of these. I don't know where the other one is. It's in that pile of stuff out there. I got 2 balancers and 2 pitch gauges. But that's what you do. Then you want to take, I don't have it handy here. It's a prop hub sander. And you sand the prop square to the hole. It fits in there and squares up the back. So now we got a prop that'll run true that's the same length. Then you want to put it on the balancer and start balancing it until it balances perfectly level. You know, I can go through this process when I find the other stuff. But if you look, I got to get that garage done so I can get this stuff unpacked and unboxed before I can even think about working on airplanes. I don't know where anything's at. But I want to keep you guys happy and make sure that we'll put out some decent content. Anyway, carbon props. Harden up the ends of them with CA. Otherwise, you could fray an end. You know, these props chip pretty easy. But then you balance it. So after you got the length cut, the hub squared, put it on the balancer, then we're going to put it on the pitch gauge. What happened to the, oh, here it is. Garage setup videos would be good too, yeah. Going tomorrow to buy the lumber. I'll spend about $1,000 tomorrow. So I usually try station 8, 7, or 8. So we'll try 7. All right. So you hold it on the pitch gauge like so. You turn it upside down and you run it back until it completely touches the gauge. Then you come over here and read. This is a 5 3/4. So we got 5 3/4 at station 8 or 7. Let's see what 7 is. Oh no. This is not a 5. This is a This is a 4. It's a good pipe prop. Station 7. 4.5. Station 7. Station 7. Yeah. About 4 3/4 on this blade. So now what do you do? So let's say we want to pitch it up. For the carbon prop, there's a couple ways to do this. You can do it with a monocoat gun or heat gun. Be careful. If you get this too hot and twist it too hard, it'll buckle, it'll wrinkle in here. You don't want to do that. So you just get them soft, get them warm, and then you start twisting them. You want to over twist it. So if you want to move this to a 6, you're going to move it to a 7, and then it'll relax and hopefully hit 6. And you got to just keep at it, twisting back and forth. I used to mark. I had a silver liner, and I used to mark the pitch on the back of the props. I don't know that I got any of those props. Yeah, this one here is an unfinished prop. The toe hasn't been cut off the end. It needs this done. So we got to finish that prop. This is a Bob McDonald 3-blade. These work pretty good for the 75 because there's a lot of blade here. Now, the most efficient propeller is a 1-blade. The reason why you run a 3-blade is because you can run a smaller diameter propeller. And if it's a gyroscopic precession, I don't understand that. We always ran 3 blades for ground clearance because we used to fly at Whittier Narrows at Gopher Gulch, and the grass was always real high and the airplane sat real low, and you just couldn't run a decent sized 2-blade, so we ran 3-blade. Those were tornadoes too, the white ones. We had to boil them to keep them from throwing the blades off. Today in the garage video, I made a mistake on my first engine and the airplane. It wasn't. I had my first big engine was a McCoy 35, true. The first big airplane that I had was not a P-51 or one of them Midwest kits. It was a Voodoo. And the reason why I remember it, because it just clicked in my head, 1969, back porch of the house. Well, Vin Scully was announcing the Dodgers and the Giants during the moon landing. I had that Voodoo there. I remember that now. So I need to go through all my props. I just was kind of taking the inventory to see what I had here. I got another box of props about the same size somewhere in that mess over there. This is a 13 5 1/4. Pretty nicely made. Now the difference between this prop and this prop is under camber. Look at the under camber on that one. Now people ask, what does under camber do? Well, think of swimming. When you swim, when you extend your hand and you paddle back, yeah, that pulls some water. But if you cup your hand and pull back, that under camber really pulls. This prop would pull like a tractor. Dan Winship made this prop. It's like steel. I'd be afraid that this would cut your hand off. I mean, the flex on this, you can flex it. The flex on this is 0. This is like steel. It's a beautiful piece, though. It is a beautiful piece. I got the finally found the mold. I don't know where it's sitting. It's sitting around here somewhere for this prop. Need to remake this prop. But hey, thank you, Making Model Airplanes. Super chats really help. Need to remake this prop. Kind of misjudged on the carbon toe and the tips, and it's got voids. I mean, we probably could fix this. Matter of fact, I know we could fix it. Just clean it up, sand it up, put some more toe in there, and put it back in the mold and let her dry. But I haven't got to that. This is for my Thunderbolt. I always been a proponent of run what you brung. So if I'm going to set my Thunderbolt out on the tarmac for appearance judging or whatever, and I'm going to put this 4-blade prop on it for appearance, it better work. Because I'm not going to change the propeller, just like I did with my shoestring. I found a propeller that looked like the, I can't remember the name of the prop manufacturer in Ohio. It looked like the prop that was supposed to be on there. Got a red sticker on it. I don't want to monkey around when I get to the flying field changing propellers and all that, so try to figure out what works. You know, I'm always seeing guys adding tip weight, moving lines, and this, that. Once you get it dialed in, leave it alone. You ain't going to get it any better. You're just kidding yourself. Well, I got to put a piece of thread on the stabilizer to do this. It ain't doing shit. It's just psychological. Now, this is a Bob McDonald prop. This is a flatback prop. These prop work real good on my 75 jets. This prop really pulled hard on the jet. But I'm building different shaped airplanes now, and it ain't got enough. This prop here, oh, this is a Bali clone. I had a prop here that was a Rev Up clone. There's another Bali. Yeah, this is a Bali clone. That's 13. This is a 14. Bob McDonald. Anybody need this? This is a reverse pitch electric prop. This is from, this is one of them high dollar jobs from Canada or Washington or whatever. I'll never use it because I ain't using reverse pitch anymore. You know, I tried to follow suit what all the guys are doing, but didn't realize running reverse pitch prop is not the way to go. It's a 13.5 1/4. Nicely made. It might work on Super Tiger, I don't know. That's what these are. This is a Zor propeller right here. The plastic Zor propeller. This thing is a turd. 14.6. I think it was Zor. I got some of these 11.6 EWs just because I got Super Tiger 46s. This is the magic prop for a Super Tiger 46, 11.6 EW. Here's a pretty nice prop. This would probably work real good. What's the length on this? Gotta have a 14 for 75. 13 for a 65. Yes, 13. We might run that on the airplane I got, the Aegis. 13.6. It's light, so that helps. One guy got mad at me because he said I said that I'd send him a 13.6 propeller. Ain't no way I said that. 14.5. Ain't no way I don't let go of 13.6s. These props are harder than hell to find. I tell you a story. Brodak, they had a whole shit pot full of them. And I told Len Burrell, I said, yeah, the only prop that works in a Super Tiger 60 is 13.6. They had a whole shit pile of them on the rack, and I was going to go back and buy them. And when I went back, they were all gone. Len sucked them all up. 12.5. I have to start looking again for 13.6s. I know I got more of them somewhere. I had a whole bag of them. Like I say, this prop was made for me as a gift by one of the subscribers. It's going to put it on a trophy and give it away. Never got around to making it. That's a nice piece. But it's not a running propeller. Great job carving and polishing though. Oh, I know why this box is low on 13.6s. I got them on airplane. 12.5W. Once in a while you can run across somebody who's got 13.6s. Like I say, this prop here is a good paint stir. BY&O. Don't even bother. So we got 3 there. I think I know I got some in my box in the car. I got probably 4 or 5 in the box. Anyway, hope I covered something about props. I hope you got a little bit out of that. I mean, I knew that you guys, there ain't nothing on TV except BS. So at least when you come here, something that you're interested in. Let me know in the chat box, do you want to see my Stunt Hanger Woodworks videos over here? The shop build? Tomorrow's the tear out. I'm not going to do the roof on video. I might fall off. But tomorrow's the tear out. The relaying of the studs. I'll probably get to the table saw workbench. The top's going to be white melamine because glue won't stick to it. Double thickness, 1.5 inches thick. On wheels. Might as well put this with the props. Need to put this away. Thumbs up. Yeah. This is my canopy mold for the Thunderbolt Razorback. People don't realize how much work goes into this stuff. It ain't like you can run down to the store and buy a part. You got to make everything. You want to talk pipes? We got pipes. Here's 3 of them. I got more, but I don't know where the hell they are. Now this was a good 65 pipe. However, somebody cut it off too short. So I made an extension. This is a brand new 65 pipe, but it's a different style. This is the quiet pipe from Randy. I think this pipe here is a 61 pipe. It's bigger. Maybe it's a 75 pipe. Yeah, maybe this is a 75 pipe. I got this from Len. Belonged to Wendy, I believe. Nicely made. I mean, these guys that are wrapping it with the cassette tape, they really have a nice finish on them. This one here is Kevlar. It's not carbon, so it's kind of weighty. But this is the pipe for my new airplane. That if I ever get back to building it, I got so many projects going. I got to fix the Tucker, build the Magnum, finish. Not going to do another Aegis before the Nats. There's just too much going on. Too much going on with not enough time in a day. You know, that job I had, working 9 hours a day, that really took away from my modeling. It really took away from my modeling. I'm hoping to catch up. There's another thing that I want to mention. Somebody today, I won't say who, asked me to delete their account and all their info from Stunt Hanger. I used to save that and not do it, but starting today, boom, they're gone, and every post they ever made is gone. I'm not going to play around. I've had it. So walk carefully if you want to delete your account, because it will go away, and everything you ever posted, every picture you ever posted, all your information, everything goes away. My patience has run out. We've been at this since, let me see here. Let me see when Stunt Hanger started. How do I find that out? Oh, I know. We'll go to members, and search for me. Let's see, search for members. I think my patience is 2006. We've been around since 2006, so we got, can't even think that far, 6 from 23. What is that? 23, 6. So that's 1, 17 years. Is that right? 6 is 12. 7. 17 years. 17 years Stunt Hanger's been around. Doesn't seem like it, but my patience has run out. I don't know who was the second one to sign on. It doesn't matter, you know. They did that after my video today. I don't care anymore. It'd be less headache for me. You guys got any questions? We've been on 41 minutes and haven't had any questions. 10-6 plastic? No, they're a joke. No good. The magic is in the wood. It's in the flex of the tips. When you see these props in the air, when I watch an airplane from the outside and the airplane doesn't maneuver, I can see these bend. And that's what really makes them grip. And that's in the beechwood. Now we got a girl here in town, or not in town, but in Missouri. I'm probably going to go pay her a visit, who makes props, Culver Props. She's in Rolla, not very far from here. And I'm going to see if she can get any beechwood. Maybe she could make a rev up. She's only about 30 years old, but I'll tell you what, she's a super craftsman. Look up Culver Props on here. It's fun to watch her. She builds real airplane propellers. Kind of neat to watch her with a big old prop on a bandsaw running it through, and then the grinding machine and all that. She shows how to balance it and how to glue it together. She took it over from her grandfather. I bet she's strong. She got big biceps. Look, small girl with great big biceps because she's running them big props through the bandsaw and sander, and the girl can sand. You watch her and y'all see her sand. Look it up, Culver Props. It's kind of neat to watch how a real propeller's made. Anyway, soon we'll be back at it. I apologize for not being able to do any more building videos, but I'm not even going to show you the next room. You can't even get in there. But I'm going to start taking stuff down tomorrow. Maybe we'll get the table for the table saw built, and probably the mic. I even got stuff in the hallway of the front door. You know, the saws, and I got a CNC machine in there and all that nonsense. I got to get the garage finished so I can get this cleaned up so I can start moving and breathing. I know, one excuse after another, but it's the way it goes. Just be thankful you're not doing what I'm doing. Because it took 6 years off my life, and it's going to be hard to get squared away and come back to this. But I do appreciate you watching. I really appreciate the super chats. And because I got to take care of Charles at the end of the month. Nobody does nothing for nothing. He does a good job too. He's even got more professional. He's got his background. He does a good job. And the guys seem to like it, so that's good. He does a good job until he wakes me up at night. Can you check your email for the code? Oh, God. Yeah, running stunt hanger for the last 17 years has not been a picnic. You guys think it's easy. It ain't. Because I got 4,500 guys, and about 50% of them are whiners. That, oh, he's touching, he's looking, Mom. Shit, need to grow up. Here's the control right here. That button right there. Don't click on it. When I was a kid, they didn't have a remote control. I was the remote control. I was the antenna adjuster. Hey, can you move them rabbit ears this way, that way? Can you move the tinfoil up there? Stop it from rolling. The picture used to roll. Turn the knob. Turn the channel. We want to watch channel 2. Those were the days. A whole lot simpler and a whole lot better, as far as I'm concerned. I got some wood here that I think might make a good propeller, but I'm not sure. This is called apatong. Hardwood, real hardwood. And I think it might do well as a prop. I know it'd do well as a motor mount. Might run that through the table saw and get it milled up, put it in the joiner. Oh, there's another thing. Speaking of motor mounts, guy on Stunt Hanger was mentioning that he was cutting wood, milling it to 3/8 by half, and it would bow. Well, the first thing you got to look at is the grain. Is it quarter sawn? Is it, look at the grain of the wood, because that'll tell you which way it's going to bend. So now we figure out we got a good quarter sawn piece of wood. It's still going to relieve. When you cut down that piece of wood, it's still going to relieve, because this is a living thing, where it was. And it's going to go where the sun, like right here. Let's say I was going to cut a motor mount out of this. You wouldn't cut it straight along this edge. This is a factory edge. You'd cut it this way so that the grain stayed straight in the motor mount. And yet that doesn't even guarantee that it's going to stay straight. So what you do is you mill that to, let's say, 1/2 inch, 3/8 wide, whatever. You want to mill that to 5/8 wide. Cut that. So now you got a 5/8 piece of this. How are you going to keep it straight? Well, you let it breathe for an hour. You draw 2 lines on it and you sand it to shape. The 2 lines going down there, you sand it, and that thing will say dead nut straight. Don't ask me why. I know that from making spars. Here's a project that I haven't got around to yet. I made this spar up. It's straight as an arrow. This is for an I-beam. And how it got to be straight as an arrow, first off, I ran the center line from end to end. Then I drew where I wanted, and I cut it big, and I belt sanded it up to that line. Otherwise, and if you look at it, let's see, there you go. If you look at it, I got the grain running dead, not straight. Wastes a lot of wood, but it saves a lot of headache. The reason why I didn't go with this is it's a little overweight. I think it's I don't know, let's weigh it. I'm going to go to the hardwood store when I start doing these cabinets, and I'm going to see if I can get my stuff that I used way back when. Yeah, see, this is about 2¼ ounces. You think, well, that's light. No, it ain't. I can make this spar for 1 ounce, but you got to use white pine. This is balsa and plywood, and this is a popsicle stick on top of this. If you take a piece of white pine, you gotta go in the lumber yard and you gotta search for it to make sure the grain is super straight. I can whittle a piece that's this big out of white pine down to 1 ounce. 1/4 inch, you buy a piece of 1/4 inch by 2 inch by 60 and whittle it down to 1 ounce. It takes some work, but it's twice as strong as this and weighs half as much. Here's another spar. This is a composite spar that I built. I think this was for USA 1. But this is a 3/8 balsa. I can make it a lot lighter with pine. Yeah, this is 3¼ ounces, so too heavy. Nicely done, though, if you look at the stifters and all. I made this about 5 years ago. No, it's got to be longer than that because I've been gone 6. It's about 8 years ago. Just never used it because it's heavy. Most guys, it's straight. Most guys would use it, but the airplane would come out too heavy. So, I guess that's going to do it. We lasted an hour. Appreciate the super chats. Like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy the channel. Got to make this thing grow somehow. And it won't be from Facebook. Yeah, I got some humor, all right. A lot of people don't like it, but it's the way it goes. What I want to know is, how do you guys find anything on Facebook with a continuous thread going? It's just one after another, no separation. You know, I don't understand it. I don't see the draw. What do I know? Where is that motor? Remember I told you guys, I know I've shown this before, but we'll show it again if I can get it out of here. No, I can't get it out. Can't get it out. Ain't gonna monkey with it. some other time. We got plenty of time, I think. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Do you guys want to see the channel, the woodworking channel? Because I'll be more than happy to post it here. Let me know in the comments, and I'll show you the garage build. All right. See ya.